Hello everybody and welcome back to Car Conversations. In today's video, we're back with my family's 2023 Toyota Sienna Platinum. We've owned this car for almost 2 years, 1 year and 9 months to be exact, and we've put 40,000 miles on this car. We have some thoughts after 40,000 miles, what it's like to road trip in this, some things we love, some things we don't really like, and I'm going to show you all the wear and tear on the exterior, as well as some of the interior features and how my family has used them over the past 40,000 miles. Starting with the exterior, there really isn't any wear and tear on the front end. No scratches, no dents. There are quite a few bugs on the front, so please don't mind those. We have the blue Toyota logo because this is of course a hybrid vehicle. Toyota actually has been getting rid of that on their new cars, not sure why. We've got the Platinum exclusive LED headlights. And since we did get all-wheel drive on our Sienna, we got downgraded to the 18-inch alloy wheels. The 20s are very nice, but these are a little bit better for ride quality. And we have the optional mud flaps. These are very nice for keeping all of the dirt off, at least the excess dirt off the car. I also want to mention that we got the optional body side moldings. These are for keeping all of the accidents away from the car when it is parked in a parking lot. There's a sensor for the power opening doors. They work pretty well, and we've had no problems with the power opening doors over the past 40,000 miles. I also appreciate that to open the doors, you don't have to pull on the handle, although you can just push the button. There's a little scratch and some dirt at this spot right here, and we do have the optional paint protection film. So one of the spots for the paint protection film is on the door cups. This is a very good spot because people are going to be reaching here very often, and if you see on most cars, the door cups are very scratched up. So with the paint protection film, that's not going to happen. Let's make our way to the back, and you will see that we actually have quite a few scratches right here, and then there's another little scrape down here from when somebody scraped us in the parking lot. Now, we also have the hands-free opening tailgates. It works fairly well. Now, we also have the rear bumper protector, which is very useful because we go on road trips very often, and we're usually recklessly loading in our suitcases or unloading them and dragging it on the bumper. So if it didn't have this, the bumper would probably look very different. It is a little bit dirty, so I apologize for that, but you can easily clean this whenever you want. Now, taking a look at the cargo area, there is plenty of space in the Toyota Sienna. 33.5 cubic feet of space behind the third row. That is definitely plenty for anybody. Now, you can fold down the third row very easily, and that will give you access to 75 cubic feet of space. But we've been keeping up the third row for pretty much all of the time we've had this car, and we've had no problems with cargo space so far. Now, for this cubby over here, it is very large, but I feel like they could have designed this a little bit better. I wish this piece right here that would kind of block all of this from falling into the main cargo area would come up a little bit higher so that we could stack up all of our stuff here and we wouldn't have to worry about it swashing all over the place if we go on a sharp turn. So the cargo area is definitely very impressive. You could easily stack up all of your stuff back here, and my family has had no problems with the cargo area so far in our 2 years with this Toyota Sienna. Now let's go ahead and check out the interior. Alright, let's check out the interior next in our 2023 Toyota Sienna. Before that, I want to show out the key fob. It is pretty traditional for a Sienna. You have the extra buttons to open up the power doors. And there is smart entry on all 4 doors. So just reach behind the handle. The door mirrors will unfold. You can change that right here. You can force them to fold, or you could just keep them unfolded the whole time. But we've had no problems with the door mirrors in our 40,000 miles with the Toyota Sienna. Taking a look at the door panel, you have 2-person memory seats, all of your window controls right there. This is a great place to put your phone. I know it's so that you can pull the door closed, but still, it's a great place to put your phone. And then you also have these amazing cubbies down here. You got 2 cup holders down there, another little cubby, and this is great for sunglasses. We store some pens right there, but you could do a lot with these cubbies in here. There's also another cubby right here, so you could put something else there. You could put a little snack for yourself, like a Twinkie, or you could just put sunglasses there like my dad has done. We have the optional door sill protectors on our Sienna, and they've worked pretty well. They get the job done. And now these seats are just amazing. They aren't really fancy, like they don't have a massage or a power headrest. They are heated and ventilated, they are made of real leather, and they have 12 ways of power adjustments. But Toyota has designed these seats super well. They stay comfortable no matter how long you sit in them, so we are definitely impressed with the seats in this Toyota Sienna. But now that we are inside, let's go ahead and fire it up. And now let's go ahead and check out the interior of our Sienna. The steering wheel is very nicely leather wrapped and heated. It also has power adjusting, which is quite surprising for a minivan. I wish it was heated all the way around though. It's only heated on the sides where it is perforated. I wish it was also heated on the top and the bottom because Toyota might forget, people also touch this part of the steering wheel as well. The gauge cluster isn't the latest and greatest from Toyota, but it still gets the job done. This is how we keep it most of the time. Now the storage in this car is just amazing. There's this large shelf right here where you could put your phone or a snack. There's a wireless phone charging pad, which barely ever works. It only charges your phone for about 20 seconds and then stops charging it. There's a little phone holder right there, but if you are accelerating or decelerating, your phone is going to move back and forth like this, so that can be a little bit annoying at times. And there's a total of 18 cup holders in this car, which is just crazy. There's some more down here. You could put some more phones right here if you don't want to use all of the other places to put your phone. And of course, we have a very large center console. We'd store a bunch of stuff down there. And there's this very large center pass-through. We use this all the time. We could just put whatever we have down there and it's not going to be a problem for the Sienna. Now for the main infotainment system, we don't really use it. It's kind of slow. The graphics aren't great, and this is not even Toyota's latest software. We do sometimes use the driver easy speak in case we are on the highway and the front passengers need to amplify their voice to the rear passengers. You can just do that by clicking that button. But interestingly, there isn't a button in the back for the rear passengers to amplify their voice to the front. I've seen that on the new Cadillac Escalade and some other cars, and I would like Toyota to include that as well. There is wired Apple CarPlay and wired Android Auto. You just plug in the cord right here. And it's not wireless, but it gets the job done, and we've never had any problems with the connectivity at all. There are some other features like all the physical climate buttons. Those are very easy to use. You get heated and ventilated seats like I mentioned earlier. The ventilated seats on stage 3 are kind of loud, but if you put it on stage 2, they're going to quiet right down. The AC still runs cold. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but it still gets the job done. And up top, you have a digital rear view mirror and a little mirror here to spy on the kids in the back. Let's check out the second row next. Now to get into the second row, you have power opening and closing doors. We've never had any issues with these, so I would say they've worked pretty well throughout the time we've had this car. Now getting into the second row, you have this large handle right here to assist your entry, although you don't really need it because this car is about 6 inches off the ground, which isn't that much. This is where I sit on long distance road trips. It's a very comfortable seat. You can slide it all the way back for ample legroom. And there's also a footrest. This makes road trips very comfortable in the back of the Sienna, and I highly recommend this seat if you have to go on a long distance road trip in a Sienna because it is definitely the best seats in the whole car. Now in the back of the Sienna, we've never had any issues with legroom. As you can see, I have plenty. There's a seat back pocket here, and we have 2 USB ports, a little hook for a bag or something, a home power source at the bottom, an HDMI outlet for the entertainment system, and 2 cup holders at the bottom. These cup holders are a little bit too far down low, so I feel like they should have placed it a little bit higher up, but I guess they get the job done. There's also a 4-zone climate control system, heated rear seats, which is very useful in the winter time, especially here in Michigan. And we really love this 4-zone climate control system because each passenger back here can have their own temperature, so everybody's happy. The second row is definitely the place to be in the Sienna, but what about the third row? Getting back there is super simple. You just walk in between the second row seats and you're back here. The third row in the Sienna is super spacious. As you can see, this seat is slid almost all the way back and I still have a few inches of knee room. Headroom, however, is not so great. My head is kind of brushing against the roof. But for amenities, you get 2 cup holders, this little area to plug in headphones on the side for the rear entertainment system, and you have 2 USB ports on the right side. You also have these sunshades to keep out all the lights, and this window is a little bit oddly shaped, so they took that into consideration when designing the sunshades, so I think that is pretty cool. One thing to keep in mind, do not lean on the armrests when you're trying to get into the third row because they aren't designed to have your full weight on them. They're just designed to have the weight of your arm, and we kind of learned that the hard way because as you can see, this armrest doesn't really work anymore. You put your arm weight on it and it's just gonna go down. So that is kind of unfortunate, and it actually costs a lot of money to fix that. So please keep that in mind if you own a Sienna or any vehicle that has armrests like these. Also, one more thing for the back seats, it's not that easy to clean because there's so much space back here that there's a lot of stuff that you need to wipe down or clean when you're cleaning this car. You really have to get in all of the nooks and crannies because this isn't an SUV after all, this is a minivan, so just keep that in mind. Well, that is going to wrap up my 40,000 mile review on our 2023 Toyota Sienna Platinum. My family has truly enjoyed our time with this car. It's been an amazing road trip vehicle. It has so many features on the inside. It gets 36 miles per gallon, which is just crazy. And it's all-wheel drive, so we can drive it whenever we want year-round. This car has been amazing, and we definitely do not plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. If you are in the market for a new minivan, I highly recommend the Sienna because there's tons of space. It gets 36 miles per gallon. You can get it with all-wheel drive, and it comes standard as a hybrid vehicle. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.